do you want an attorney, Mr. Grigsby?
No, sir.
I didn't think so.
I'm not, excuse me, I'm not, again, I'm in special appearance of Contrell Grigsby, and no.
I need Contrell Grigsby. I need Contrell Grigsby. So whoever, if you're not Contrell Grigsby, then we're gonna put a warrant out. We're gonna put a warrant out for your arrest.
Well, I'm in special appearance of Contrell Grigsby, and whatever.
Right, so I have Contrell Grigsby.
Like I said, I'm in special appearance of Contrell Grigsby, and I do not need an attorney. And he do not, whatever you want to, he do not need an attorney.
City of Detroit versus Contrell Grigsby, case number SP168333921, SP1683393, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please.
And special appearance of Contrell Grigsby Jr., Suri Juris and Propria Persona.
That went over my head.
No rights. I do not waive none of my rights.
All right, Woody is the date and time set for a pretrial. What do you want to do with these cases?
Should be taking it. First, I want to I've added 2 pieces of documents to the court. I want to put them on a record. And my affidavit of conditional acceptance and my Naturalization Act of 1779 I already had on the record. So
you don't see this phone? All right. Okay, that's on record. What do you want to do with these cases?
I'm fighting.
All right, so you want a trial date?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to give you a jury trial date. Let a jury of his peers determine whether his innocence or guilt. Jury trial date, please. In person. The trial date will be in person.
Jury trial. Can handle this. Can this right be handled in private? I request that this be handled in private.
Buckle up, guys. Today we are going to watch a courtroom session that turns from routine into chaos. It begins with a simple sovereign-style outburst from Grigsby, and right away Judge Simpson draws firm lines, making it clear that procedure will not bend to pseudolaw theatrics. Even in these early minutes, you can feel the tension build. The court is bracing for a larger storm, and the defendant's resistance is just getting started.
Henry James Matter, 3A0817981.
In your honor, at this point, I would ask the court to allow me to withdraw. Mr. James did file a bar complaint against me. I feel at this point I have a conflict.
Mr. James, go ahead and activate your audio.
Yeah, I have no problem with that.
Well, I have a problem understanding what's going on. So you had previous counsel with SMH. You were then given conflict counsel with Mr. Smith. Are you planning to hire private counsel?
No, ma'am. I didn't ask him to withdraw.
Yourself?
No, ma'am. I didn't ask him to withdraw. He took it upon himself to do that. I have nothing to do with me.
Did you file a bar complaint against him?
Yes, I did.
Okay, and how do you think that's going to affect your working relationship with your attorney?
He needs to do his job. It was some things that you informed him to do that he did not do. For us getting the evidence for me to prove that I didn't commit this crime that you guys got me charged with. He was supposed to get in touch with Intoxalot. You told me that he don't have to get in touch with Intoxalot. I'm of the belief that's his duty to get in touch with Intoxalot to find out what's going on. And he haven't done his job. He and he made that decision. It wasn't me this time. He made this decision. I can't afford an attorney. I need another attorney.
Well, we don't have unlimited attorneys to give you. It sounds like you have issues with the attorneys that get assigned to you. And that began,
That's not my fault.
well, it sounds like it might be something that's related to you more than the attorneys, since you've now gone through 2 attorneys. So, Mr. James, I don't know how we're going to proceed on this case. We don't have unlimited attorneys that are contracted with this court to assign to you.
That's not my fault.
Well,
If you're going to tell the attorneys that they don't have to help me, then what am I going to do? You told me in open court December the 16th that they don't have to do anything for me. I have a Sixth Amendment right to be represented by attorney.
All right, guys, here's where the sparks fly. We move to Henry James, and immediately there's confusion about his lawyer withdrawing. As the court tries to sort out basic representation, James cuts in, claiming his voice must be heard. It's a classic sovereign play, turning technicalities into distractions. But Judge Simpson doesn't let the hearing spin out of control. You can already see James positioning himself for a fight against the system instead of focusing on fact.
and Mr.
And they're not doing that.
Unequivocally,
They're not
I
doing
did not
that.
say your attorneys don't have to do anything for you. So that's just not true. And
But what was
you
you
need
referring to?
how you.
What was you referring to when you said that? When
Well,
you said
I think I said
stated
that.
that my attorneys, what was you referring to when I told you that I needed them to get in touch with Intoxilot? These are the people that are holding me in here, bringing false charges against me. Everything they charged me with, I served my punishment on that already. With Intoxilot charging
Those are
me
2
with.
different things, Mr. James. You are charged with driving on a suspended license. The issue is whether or not the Department of Licensing suspended your license, whether you were given notice and due process, and the information pertaining to your status, and whether you chose to drive after the fact. Those are the relevant issues. So you may have other concerns. I don't know your situation with Intoxilot. I know you have a beef with them about whether or not they conveyed information to someone. I believe that's what you've said previously.
But you guys are their enforcers. Y'all enforcing Intoxilot. I just spoke to DOL. They say they're not going to get involved with what's going on with me in Intoxilot.
That's right.
You can't make
personal
Intoxilot
issue with
give them the
Intoxilot.
compliance.
That is
And
not, that's whether or not you had a valid license on the date of violation is the question. So
who's holding me in here? Who am I fighting?
Buckle up, because the legal core surfaces here. Henry James lays out his claim that his ignition interlock device proves compliance, yet the state charges him with driving while suspended. The judge frames the key issue. Is he truly valid to drive, or is he skirting the rules? This is where reality collides with rhetoric. The state calmly explains the law while James leans on his own interpretation. This is the tension point, evidence versus self-made theory.
Who said my license is suspended?
the Department of Licensing says that you did not have a valid license on the date of violation. I'm assuming that's what Ms. McDonald has in her file, and that's why she filed charges, and that's why they're proceeding.
Correct.
They told the DOL informed me that they didn't suspend my license. They can't make Intoxilot give them the compliance. And Intoxilot sent me a settlement letter saying if I paid $139, I will receive my license back. I paid $139. They still haven't given me my license back. So they led me to believe if I pay this amount, they would give me my license back. The amount was paid, and they still have not gave me my license back. Now they're saying it's something else.
No, you are.
They've been playing this
You're
game
still
with me for
showing
years.
up suspended, Mr. James, as of right now, and there's a reinstatement condition that you have ignition interlock with compliance for at least 4 months. That is
The
a
court said I
requirement.
complied. The sentencing court said I complied with the 4 months.
What citizen court? I don't know what you're talking
The
about.
court that sentenced me in Seattle District Court. Seattle District Court said I complied with my 4 months. They said they was monitoring me at the same time Intoxilot was monitoring me. They both had my car under GPS monitoring me. And the court that sentenced me to the 4 months, They said I complied with my 4 months. They said that they had a tab on me just like Intoxilot did. They said I'm finished. I talked to the clerk of court. They said they also was GPSing and monitoring my car during the same 4 months Intoxilot was. And they said I completed the 4 months. So if the court was monitoring me at the same time the Intoxilot was monitoring me for 4 months, the court said I completed it. Because if the court otherwise,
What are you talking
otherwise
about?
they would have turned over.
Mr.
Otherwise,
James.
they would have notified
Mr. James,
DOL to suspend my
Mr.
license.
James, what court are you talking about? I think you hear what you want
King
to
County District Court. King County District Court, the court that sentenced me on the DUI charge. There is no other court, ma'am. The court that sentenced me on the DUI charge. The court that sentenced me to the 4 months compliance with the DUI. No more than 4 months. It could have been less than 4 months. It was on my car. The court that sentenced me
That was back in
was monitoring my car.
Right? The 2015
Yes, ma'am.
case, you were sentenced in 2018.
But the court was monitoring me at the same from November to 2021 all the way to March of 2022. The court was monitoring my car as I was driving. The court that sentenced me, they say that's their job to monitor everybody they put on DUI, and they have to have that interlock device. They monitored me for the whole 4 months. The judge said I'm finished. I successfully completed it. And he said case was effectively immediately closed. Who opened it back up? Your guess was Intoxilot. They opened it back up. They went against the court's order and opened the case back up. The case was closed.
All right, guys, this is the emotional explosion. Feeling cornered, James abandons technical arguments and accuses the system of racism and bias. The judge remains firm, warning him about decorum and even weighing a forensic evaluation. This is the peak of drama, where frustration boils into shouting and the courtroom struggles to keep order. It's the moment you realize how sovereign rhetoric often ends, not in legal victory, but in anger, deflection, and a breakdown of credibility.
The court said they monitored me the whole 4 months I had the thing in my car. That was the court that sentenced me. That's Seattle District Court, the West Division. I talked to the clerk of court. They said he monitored the whole 4 months it was in my car. They said, and they sent me an order saying I successfully completed the 4 months. And that this case is closed. So if the court is saying I'm finished, and the Intoxilot is saying I'm not finished, we have to go on what the sentencing court is saying. I'm going on with the sentencing court is saying.
Well, then you are doing that to your detriment. So if you choose not to listen to your attorneys, you are still showing suspended. Your status is
My attorney haven't told me anything. My attorney is not even talking to me. He won't even get in touch with me. He haven't told me anything. One attorney said, Sean Parent said, I need to put it back in my car 11 more months. It was already in my car 14 months. And you keep saying I have to put it in there for 4 months. The machine was in my car for 14 total months until they was ordered to take it out of there. Had I would have taken it out, a warrant would have been placed for my arrest. I didn't take it out. The people who put it in my car took it out.
There could be two different things going on. The court may have ordered you to have an ignition interlock device as a condition of your release while the case was pending. If you entered a guilty plea to the DUI or were found guilty, then the Department of Licensing will impose certain restrictions based upon your plea. And that may be what's going on.
I did everything. I took the classes. I took the DUI classes. I paid all the
and I think your
victim fund. I did everything, all that. I did all that already.
Okay. If you would stop talking, I think your DUI case is closed, but you still have obligations to the Department of Licensing. They have their own systems in place. And
they told me I don't. They told me I don't. In a recent email that I got from them 2 weeks ago, they said they have nothing to do with this. They don't want to. They say this. Everything that's going on, DOL told me, is between me and Intoxilot. They say I broke the conditions of Intoxilot, not DOL. They say that Intoxilot saying I broke the condition.
So, Mr. James, it appears to me that Intoxilot is not going to show that you're in compliance for whatever reason, and that is your beef with Intoxilot. Okay? But if Intoxalot is not sending the proof to the court or to DOL, it's not the court, it's to DOL, then they're not going to lift the restriction. They're not going to show that.
I understand that, but it's DOL is not holding DOL is have to go by what Intoxalot said.
Right. And
Everything you saying,
DOL does
I
not
know this.
have proof. DOL apparently does not have proof that you have the 4 months compliance.
Well, I told them they can contact the sentencing court. The sentencing court has the proof.
That is
Otherwise,
not,
they
I
would have never
suspect,
told me.
not the same. So, Mr. James, if you choose to just disregard what people are saying to you, you're just...
I'm going by what the law is saying. It's obviously you're not following the law, Your Honor. You're not following the law. You're upholding something illegal for Intoxalot. You're helping them mess over colored people. That's what you're doing. This is a racist act by you and Ms. McDonald and your entire courtroom. Y'all doing this against y'all. Don't do this to the Caucasians. I have sat in your courtroom. I have watched you not give Caucasians the Intoxalot machine. You did not put that in a car. Instead, you'll give them a fine. But every colored person come in your courtroom, you want to put this in a car and hold this against them the rest of their life. If Intoxalot had authority over me, then that means I'll have that thing in my car the rest of my life. If you give them the authority and you uphold Intoxalot authority, it's obviously you own Intoxalot in payroll. So it's obviously Intoxalot is paying you to mess with colored people. And that's what's going on. They paying you to mess with colored people and to keep that on their car.
Because you're saying a lot of things that don't make any sense at all. I'm not doing this to persons of color. That is simply not true. I'm not
doing this to everybody over the United States of color.
I don't have anything to do with Intoxalot. I don't think DOL cares.
You upholding illegal. First of all, no law should be enforced that deny me privileges and punish me. You can't use a law against me to keep denying me of privileges. And you intentionally doing it, Your Honor. You're intentionally using some old piece of law that somebody said to deny me privileges and to constantly punish me. I've been found guilty. I done served my time. I did everything. The court said I complied with the 4 months. You started telling me about another punishment. You cannot use a law to punish me and keep denying me my driving privileges.
Buckle up, because the finale seals the deal. James doubles down on claims he paid, rails against the process, and insists the court is wrong. The judge calmly reasserts that statutes, not emotions, control outcomes. By the end, James is left repeating his grievances, his legal defense in tatters. It's a textbook sovereign collapse, loud claims, no proof, and the law standing firm. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next video.